People, Smitty at the shop, and it's bike season. Memorial Day weekend 2024. I just pulled the Street Glide actually out of the shed for the first time. I got so many other bikes sitting in the shop. I really just didn't want this in the way, but we're going for a ride tomorrow. First time of the season. Actually, I took the road glide out a couple days ago. Just, there's been other stuff going on. Anyway, as the title suggests, we're going to be putting an Amazon sissy bar on this thing. It looks a little bit like that. That's the one you see on pretty much every Street Glide ever. Now, I bought this thing the end of last year. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure out quite how to fit it on there. And I saw a bunch of reviews with people that had it on wrong, and it looked ridiculous. And so I want to start out by saying, with this particular sissy bar, it does not hook to your quick disconnects, as you would suspect. And I'm going by memory now, but I want to say it hooks to the inside of the shock. And then I had some clearance issues. So I'm going to set that thing up. What I have to do is, it comes with some brackets here. I don't know. We're gonna fight our way through this. And then if worse comes, oh, and actually I ordered bolts for this. That was the other thing. These brackets screw onto here. It was real cheap junk hardware. Huh, I wonder what I did with that hardware. All right, I'm gonna have to find those bolts as well. And be forewarned, if you buy this sissy bar, I'll put a link somewhere at the end or in the description or something. If you buy this sissy bar, the bolts that hold it to the brackets are garbage. I bolted them up just by hand. They were wrong. Went to take them off, and that was it. They wouldn't come. The heads were stripped on them. So anyway, blah blah blah. Let me go find that hardware. Then let's see if we can get this thing to fit and look halfway decent on the old Street Glide special. All right, now my memory has been freshened. So yeah, these would go on the back shock mount, then on the front quick disconnect. The problem is I have aftermarket shocks. There's no clearance. So I slipped that on there and it bottoms out on the aftermarket shock. So what I've done is I've marked that. I'm going to relieve some of that metal, and we'll see if we can get some clearance and get this thing on there. If not, we'll be throwing this in the garbage. All right, stay tuned. Okay, just a little bit of relief on that bracket. I'll clean that up with the hand grinder and then touch it up with paint. Let's just make sure it's going to fit. And there you go, there's that second side, and I just touched that up with a little bit of touch-up paint. You can't see it anyway. I know some of you guys will be like, oh my God, not on my precious motorcycle. Yeah, okay, it's an Amazon backrest. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, we got the brackets on there. Surprisingly, I found the bolts that I ordered last fall. They're M8 by 1 1/4. You know, I just got Allen head bolts. Black. They'll probably rust. And then we just got to bolt that up, and it looks like the angle will be okay. So the real challenge mounting this, if there be one, is to first understand that you cannot use the pair of quick disconnects. It will not work. Shock mount in the front, quick disconnect, front one. That should put you at the correct angle. If you try and do it here, it just doesn't work. The sissy bar ends up way the heck back here. A bunch of people had posted online like, what the hell is this thing? I don't know why they make it like that. Additionally, the quick disconnect part of it, at least on this particular model, this is the 14 Street Glide, goes on the inside of the bracket, which again, a little dysfunctional. But we've got our new hardware. We've got our sissy bar. And for the moment, I'm not going to use Loctite on this. I just want to make sure. But this looks like it's going to do just fine. You know, I bought this. I don't typically ride two up. I will occasionally, although I couldn't tell you last time I did. But it is nice to even throw a backpack over this if you're looking for extra storage. And it's, you know, it's cool just to have. It doesn't look terrible. At least I don't think it does. Snug them down a little bit. That's going to put a little pressure inward on the brackets. I don't think it's a huge deal. Maybe a little bit of a pain in the ass to then mount and dismount. Quick disconnect. Yeah, all right. I don't know. There it is. Do you love it? Do you hate it? I'm indifferent to it, really. I think it's kind of, maybe it's a little goofy. I feel like that gap is a little excessive. It does the job. If you want somebody to lean up against something and not fall off the bike, or if you're looking for something to throw a backpack over, you've got it. A couple of things just to mention. Again, you don't use the two quick disconnects as you would think. You could try and turn these brackets around, do whatever you want. It just will not put this thing at the right angle. You'll get super frustrated. You'll wonder what the hell is going on, like a lot of people did in the reviews. I got to just tighten these bolts down. But again, in my case, yeah. Front shock mount, rear quick disconnect. Aftermarket shocks, I had to do a little clearancing on the bracket with a hand grinder, and then just touch that up. And then you got it. You got a sissy bar. I don't know. Too much thought into this one. All right, people. I'm Smitty. That's a 2014 Street Glide with an Amazon backrest. And I'm out. Just a footnote. This one was listed as a 22-inch sissy bar. And I believe when I bought it, it was $109. Your results may vary.